email. They called it the machine. You got it? You got me? Okay, so now look. Now we have this whole crew together. I just gave an introduction that everybody kind of met. Now, our goal today is to figure out how can we gracefully stitch this world together where it's artifacts and millions, artifacts, millions, artifacts, and everything is stamped. Because it's not nothing for us if we had it, because we don't need your permission to get a picture of your Grammy and get a picture of your plaque and put it up there.
We can do it without you.
But to have it signed by Anthony Dent, certified by Anthony Dent, now it's...
That gives it the work. That gives it the work.
We can put a skateboard up here and a picture of my man right here flying across the sky and flip it out on a Photoshop and sell it for millions, and he can't even sue us to get a piece of it. Because it's a picture. But now if it's signed by Stevie Williams, it's him. Now you went to the, might go for $2 million the first round, $5 million 100 times after that. And you're getting a percentage. Now I'm going to shut up. Now that I made that, everybody can mingle, talk about what you want to talk about, but I hope that gives us a clear understanding of why we're here.
So listen, I'd like for you to explain a little more in detail as the main component here. Just a little bit.
It is hard to follow up what was just said with the people on this boat, but I will say every part of it was true. There's $1 billion right here in collective value in terms of not what you've done, but what you've collected over that time. I couldn't have said it better myself. My name is Doug Messer. I've been doing blockchain related everything for about 5 years, 6 years now. I launched Steve Wozniak's coin about a month and a half ago, which did a $4 billion market cap by the end of the weekend. People, which just sold at a Christie's auction for $66 million, I believe it was basically ideated over the phone last week. What pushes crypto and blockchain and all of this through the bounds of any traditional currency can, there's a top 10 market cap coin, there's Bitcoin, but other than that, the world doesn't know what is coming. And to do it first is to do it right, and to do it officially is to do it right. And when you sign on the blockchain, it is a signature that will be there for history. This Grammy could be the first Grammy ever put on the blockchain.
Tony, crypto.
I'm gonna be going with this music, man. How did you get the name Tony Crypto?
All right, so all right, man. So let me go back a little bit to 2020. All right, we in COVID. You know what I'm saying? COVID is jumping off.
Just hit us.
Everybody in the house, but but Florida is still open a little bit.
Yeah.
We got a little action, so I'm talking to all my boys that had the high-end, rental car companies, you know what I'm saying, where you can go get your Lambos and shit.
Yeah.
Then my homeboy Todd Johnson from the Johnson family, they had jets that really wasn't moving. My other homeboy had Airbnb, so I got with all them since we were still open. He had, niggas like, Lil Baby and all them niggas that was still getting out, rappers that was coming here. I was like, you know what? I can put y'all on y'all Rolls Royces and sell y'all some. I was getting it for the low. The cars just sitting on lots. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting Rolls Royces. I'm getting Rolls Royces at dealer costs. Before they put the 100. So we moving like that. So while I'm at the crib, you know what I'm saying, my boy comes in from Chicago and he starts telling me about these NFTs. My homeboy Mick from Proper Steps, right? Because he playing out here.
Right.
So I'm like, what is an NFT? So he breaks down what an NFT is. It's digital art. and all this little stuff, and they were just hooking up with ASAP Rocky, finna do his NFT stuff. So I'm like, okay, but it was weird little pictures, right? And then one of their business partners, he was the head dude. They put together this Beeple deal, and it was the NFT that sold for $69 million in 24 hours. So I said, what $69 million? And what did you?
24 hours?
What did you just sell? Little Jewish dude. He was on in Forbes 30 for 30 in 2020, right? For what he was doing, right? So I said, look. I said, what if? I said, I looked at the art. I said, man, it look crazy.
Right.
I said, they buying this for millions of dollars. He said, yeah, man, it's collectible. I said, what if I get you a Grammy? Can you digitize that? Dude said, you can get a Grammy or a platinum plaque. I said, yeah, I got a whole bunch of homies for Grammys and platinum plaques. He said, man, if we mint those and put Grammys on the blockchain, signed off by the artist, they go for me. I said, okay. So I threw a yacht party. So I had all the connections and everything. So I pulled out the Rolls Royce. That's what I was.
That's one of the best places to have business.
Hey, look, and it was kind of gifted and cursed, right? Because everybody think a nigga rich.
Yeah.
So you know, but during 2020, like if you go down my Instagram or go down my Facebook and get to 2020 during that COVID, I stayed in Rolls Royces.
Yeah.
I was in Rolls Royces, lamb trucks, because they were just sitting.
Yeah.
And my homies was like, here, man, get out, play with it. Let people know you got it. So they cut out here, they called, okay, boom. So they kept me flying. So I threw a yacht party, right? I had the yacht. And so I got some influential people from the music industry. You know what I'm saying? I had Stevie Williams on DGK, the Black Pro Skater from that. He signed to me, you know, I get into that. But I had him, I had DMX people, because DMX was still alive. He was working on a movie called Dogman. So yeah, shout out X, man, rest in peace. So I had all his people here because they just shot in Atlanta. A week and a half before he died, they was in Atlanta shooting the Dogman movie. They came here, shout out to Antonio Simmons, DMX cousin, right? I had them here because they was gonna shoot their last scenes here, and I was supplying the Airbnbs, the crib, the car. If you go down my timeline, you see him on Facebook and all. It's, you know,
y'all go check the timeline.
You go to Facebook and just go to Tony Crypto. You'll see me, Tony Crypto, fly nigga on there, leaning out of a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you go down that timeline, you gonna see me promoting. Come be an extra in the DMX movie. You know what I'm saying? We promoting that. Then when he died, it just hit. I ended up going to New York. I got some deals now. We got New York in the middle of Times Square. But anyway, so I had them all on the yacht. And matter of fact, DMX cousin Antonio Simmons, he filmed me with a live. That live like went viral on Facebook. Me on the yacht explaining to all these. I had $1 billion worth of niggas on the yacht. And I'm gonna see the video.
Now, if you got 12, 15 people on the yacht, that's $1 billion.
Yeah.
That's a bag.
Oh yeah, I had like 20. I had everybody
big bag
on this yacht to where in the industry I was known as the one who introduced the game to the NFTs, because I'm a nigga